There comes a moment in every life when silence feels heavier than words, when the weight of unspoken dreams presses against the heart like a tide waiting to break. That moment is not the end. It is the beginning. And today, as you listen, I want you to remember this truth. You were not born to live within the walls of limitation. You were born to rise without limits. The world will tell you otherwise, and will whisper scarcity into your ears. It will shout doubt into your path. It will place obstacles where you expected open doors. But the world does not define you. Your choices do. Your courage does. Your willingness to stand up, even when your knees shake, does. Money, success, freedom. These are not distant treasures locked away for the chosen few. They're reflections of how boldly you step into your own story. And your story begins here with a decision to rise. Fear is the first barrier. It disguises itself as caution, as wisdom, as practicality. But fear is not wisdom. Fear is the echo of voices that never dared to try. And if you let fear write your script, your life will be a play performed in shadows. So let's break the shadows. Let's step into the light. Let's talk about what it means to rise without limits, not as a slogan, but as a way of living. Fear tells you that you are not enough. Fear tells you that your past mistakes define your future. Fear tells you that your dreams are too big, too unrealistic, too far away. But fear is a liar. And the only way to silence fear is to act in spite of it. Action is the antidote to fear. Not perfect action, not flawless action, simply movement. When you move, fear loses its grip. When you act, doubt begins to dissolve. When you step forward, even trembling, you prove to yourself that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to rise above it. Scarcity is another prison. It tells you there is not enough money, not enough opportunity, not enough time. Scarcity makes you compete with shadows, makes you believe that someone else's success is your loss. But abundance is the truth. Abundance says there is more than enough. Abundance says opportunity multiplies when you step into it. Abundance says your success does not diminish mine, and mine does not diminish yours. When you rise without limits, you stop asking, "Is there enough for me?" and start declaring, "I will create enough," because wealth is not only inherited or discovered, it is built, and you are a builder. Think of the people who rose from nothing. The single mother who built a business from her kitchen table. The young man who turned rejection into fuel for innovation. The dreamer who failed 100 times before the 101st attempt changed everything. Their secret was not luck, it was resilience. Resilience is the muscle that grows when you refuse to quit. Resilience is the fire that burns when the world says no, and you answer, "Watch me." And resilience is not reserved for the extraordinary. It is available to you. Every setback you've faced, every disappointment you've endured, every failure you've survived, they are not weights holding you down. There are weights training you to rise stronger. Now, let's talk about money. Because motivation without strategy is like a spark without fuel. It burns bright for a moment, then fades. To rise without limits, you need both fire and foundation. Money is not evil. Money is not selfish. Money is not the enemy. Money is a tool, and like any tool, it can build or destroy depending on how you use it. The first step to financial empowerment is respect. Respect your money. Respect the way it flows in and out of your life. Respect the choices you make with it, because money responds to respect. When you treat it carelessly, it slips away. When you treat it wisely, it multiplies. Budgeting is not punishment. It is self-respect. It is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. It is aligning your spending with your values. You're saving with your goals. You're investing with your future. One income stream is fragile. It can be cut, reduced, or lost. But multiple streams create resilience. They give you options, freedom, and security. Think of income like rivers. One river can dry up in a drought, but when you have many rivers flowing into your ocean remains full. Start small, a side hustle, a freelance project, a digital product, an investment. Each stream may begin as a trickle, but together they create abundance. And here's the truth. You don't need permission to start. You don't need credentials to begin. You don't need perfection to launch. You need courage. Courage to try. Courage to fail. Courage to learn. Courage to rise. Investing is not gambling. Investing is planting. When you invest, you plant seeds in the soil of time. Some seeds grow quickly, others slowly, but all require patience. The impatient dig up seeds to see if they've sprouted. The wise water them, nurture them, and wait. Investing requires courage because the future is uncertain, but uncertainty is not danger, it is possibility. And possibility is where wealth is born. Success is not built in a day. It is built daily. Habits are the bricks of your future. Wake up with intention. Speak words of life over yourself. Write down your goals. Take one step toward them. Repeat. Small steps compound. $1 saved today becomes thousands tomorrow. A skill practiced today becomes mastery tomorrow. A relationship nurtured today becomes opportunity tomorrow. Habits are proof that discipline is love. Love for your future. Love for your dreams. Love for your purpose. So here we are, at the end of the first chapter of this journey. We have broken fear, challenged scarcity, embraced resilience, and begun the path of financial empowerment. But this is only the beginning. The next step is deeper into the strategies, the disciplines, the stories that will carry you from inspiration to transformation. Remember this: clarity creates confidence. Confidence fuels action, and action builds the life you were meant to live. Rise without limits, because your future is waiting. We have spoken of fear, scarcity, and resilience. We have laid the foundation of courage and discipline. Now, let us walk into the heart of empowerment, the place where dreams meet strategy, where motivation meets money, where vision becomes reality. Because rising without limits is not only about believing, it is about building. and building requires tools. The greatest of these tools is financial empowerment. Money is often misunderstood. Some see it as a burden, others as a blessing, still others as a mystery. But money is energy. It flows, it moves, it responds. It is neither good nor evil. It is neutral, waiting for direction. When you rise without limits, you stop fearing money and start directing it. You stop chasing it and start attracting it. You stop wasting it and start multiplying it. Money is not the master. You are. And when you master money, you master freedom. Budgeting is not restriction, it is respect. It is the act of telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Every dollar is a soldier. Every dollar has a mission. When you budget, you assign missions. You say, "This dollar will build my future. This dollar will protect my family. This dollar will grow my dreams." Without a budget, dollars wander. They slip through cracks. They vanish into impulse. They disappear into regret. But with a budget, dollars march in formation. They build walls of security, bridges of opportunity, towers of freedom. Budgeting is not punishment. It is empowerment. It is the declaration that your future matters more than your impulse. Debt is a chain. It whispers promises of convenience, but it shackles freedom. It offers instant gratification, but it steals tomorrow's peace. To rise without limits, you must break the chain. Not with shame, not with despair, but with strategy. List your debts. Face them. Do not hide. Then attack them with discipline. Pay the smallest first to build momentum, or the largest interest to save money, whichever fuels your fire. Every payment is a victory. Every reduction is a step toward freedom. And when the chain breaks, you will breathe deeper, stand taller, rise higher. Saving is not hoarding. Saving is planting. It is the act of preparing for storms before they arrive, of building reserves before they are needed, of honoring your future self with today's discipline. An emergency fund is not luxury. It is necessity. It is the difference between panic and peace, between collapse and resilience. Save not only for emergencies, but for opportunities, because opportunities come to those who are prepared. And when you have savings, you are ready to seize them. One stream is fragile. Many streams are freedom. Your job may be steady, but it is not eternal. Your business may be thriving, but it is not invincible. Your investments may be growing, but they are not guaranteed. But when you build multiple streams, you build resilience, you create options, you design freedom. Start small. A side hustle, a freelance skill, a digital product, a rental property, an investment portfolio. Each stream may begin as a trickle, but together they form a river. And rivers carve valleys, shape landscapes, build empires. Investing is courage in action. It is the willingness to plant seeds in the soil of uncertainty, trusting that time will bring harvest. Stocks, bonds, real estate, businesses, Each is a field. Each requires patience. Each demands wisdom. Do not invest blindly. Learn, study, seek counsel. But do not let fear paralyze you, because fear will keep your seeds in your pocket, and seeds in pockets never grow. Investing is not gambling. Gambling is chance. Investing is choice. Gambling is hope. Investing is strategy. Gambling is fleeting. Investing is lasting. Wealth is not only numbers. Wealth is mindset. The poor think in scarcity. The wealthy think in abundance. The poor see obstacles. The wealthy see opportunities. The poor wait for permission. The wealthy create paths. Wealth begins in the mind. It begins with the belief that you are worthy, that you are capable, that you are destined for more. When you rise without limits, you adopt the wealth mindset. You stop asking, "Can I afford this?" and start asking, "How can I create this?" Generosity is not subtraction, it is multiplication. When you give, you do not lose. You plant, you invest in others, in causes, in futures. And what you plant returns, sometimes in money, sometimes in opportunity, always in fulfillment. Generosity breaks the grip of greed. It reminds you that money is a tool, not a master. It teaches you that abundance flows through open hands, not clenched fists. To rise without limits, give not recklessly, but intentionally. Give to uplift, to empower, to inspire. And watch how generosity multiplies your wealth in ways numbers cannot measure. We have spoken of money as energy, budgeting as respect, debt as chains, saving as seeds, income streams as rivers, investing as planting, wealth as mindset, and generosity as multiplication. This is financial empowerment. This is the foundation of freedom. This is the strategy behind the dream. But the journey is not over. Next, we will step into resilience, the habits, the disciplines, the daily choices that transform empowerment into lasting success. Financial empowerment gives you the tools, but tools alone do not build houses. Tools require hands. Hands require discipline. Discipline requires motivation, and motivation requires resilience. This is the heartbeat of success. The ability to keep moving when the path is steep, to keep believing when the evidence is thin, to keep rising when the world says, "Stay down." Success is rarely a leap. It is a series of steps, small steps, repeated daily. Compound into greatness. One workout does not build strength. One book does not build wisdom. $1 does not build wealth. But repeated workouts, repeated books, repeated dollars, they transform. The secret is consistency. Consistency is the bridge between intention and transformation. Without consistency, dreams remain dreams. With consistency, dreams become reality. Discipline is love for your future. It is the willingness to sacrifice comfort today for freedom tomorrow. Discipline wakes you up when you want to sleep. Discipline saves when you want to spend. Discipline works when you want to quit. And discipline is not punishment, it is protection. It protects your dreams from the erosion of impulse. It protects your goals from the storms of distraction. It protects your future from the theft of procrastination. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is the soil of success. Every great story is written in failure. The inventor who tried 1,000 times before the light bulb, the athlete who lost 100 games before the championship, the entrepreneur who faced rejection after rejection before the breakthrough. Failure is feedback. It teaches, it refines, it strengthens. Resilience is the decision to rise after failure, to see failure not as the end, but as the beginning, to use failure as fuel, not as chains. Habits are the architecture of success. They are the invisible patterns that shape visible outcomes. Every habit begins with a cue, followed by a routine, ending with a reward. Change the routine and you change the habit. Wake up, feel tired, drink coffee, that is a habit. Wake up, feel tired. Exercise, that is a new habit. Habits are proof that success is not about willpower alone. It is about design. Design your habits. And you design your future. The morning is the foundation of the day. How you begin determines how you continue. Wake with intention. Speak affirmations. Write goals. Move your body. Feed your mind. A morning ritual is not luxury, it is necessity. It sets the tone, the pace, the energy. It reminds you that you are in control, that you are rising, that you are limitless. Vision is the compass. Without vision, discipline drifts. Without vision, motivation fades. Without vision, resilience weakens. Vision is the picture of your future painted in the colors of your imagination. It is the destination that makes the journey worthwhile. Write your vision. Speak your vision. See your vision. Live your vision. Because vision is not fantasy. Vision is blueprint. And blueprints build empires. Consider the athlete who trained in obscurity, waking before dawn, running in silence, lifting in solitude. Years later, the world called them champion. Consider the entrepreneur who faced bankruptcy, ridicule, rejection, yet they rose again, built again, believed again. Years later, the world called them visionary. Consider the student who failed exams, doubted themselves, struggled with learning, yet they persisted, studied, grew. Years later, the world called them leader. Resilience is the common thread. It is the invisible force behind every visible success. Motivation is often misunderstood as emotion, but true motivation is not a feeling. It is a decision. Feelings fluctuate. Decisions endure. You may not feel like working. You may not feel like saving. You may not feel like rising. But when motivation is a decision, you act regardless of feeling. And action creates feeling. Work creates momentum. Momentum creates energy. Energy creates motivation. Environment shapes behavior. Surround yourself with negativity and you will absorb it. Surround yourself with positivity and you will reflect it. Your environment is not only physical, it is digital, it is relational, it is mental. Choose environments that uplift. Choose voices that inspire. Choose spaces that energize. Because environment is not passive, it is active. And when you design your environment, you design your destiny. So here we stand, we have spoken of small steps. discipline, failure, habits, rituals, vision, resilience, motivation, and environment. This is the heartbeat of success. This is the rhythm of rising. This is the melody of resilience. We have walked through fear and broken its chains. We have faced scarcity and chosen abundance. We have embraced resilience and built discipline. We have learned to respect money, to multiply streams, to invest with courage. We have discovered the heartbeat of success in habits, vision, and daily choices. Now we arrive at the summit, the place where lessons become life, where words become action, where inspiration becomes transformation. This is the moment of decision. This is the moment to rise without limits. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the decision to act in spite of fear. Every great story begins with courage. The courage to dream, the courage to begin, the courage to continue. Courage is the spark that ignites the fire of resilience. Courage is the seed that grows into abundance. Courage is the bridge between who you are and who you are becoming. And courage is not reserved for the extraordinary. It is available to you. Here. Now. In this moment, action is the proof of belief. Without action, belief is theory. With action, belief becomes reality. Action is the language of transformation. It speaks louder than words, louder than intentions, louder than dreams. Every step you take is a declaration. Every choice you make is a statement. Every action you commit is a legacy. Your legacy is not written in what you hoped for. It is written in what you did. Resilience is the music of rising. It is the melody that plays when the world says no, and you answer yes. Resilience is the rhythm of persistence, the harmony of discipline, and the crescendo of victory. Resilience is not glamorous. It is gritty. It is waking up when you're tired. It is trying again when you have failed. It is believing again when you have doubted. But resilience is beautiful because resilience builds character. Resilience builds strength. Resilience builds destiny. Wealth without purpose is emptiness. Success without meaning is hollow. Freedom without direction is chaos. Purpose is the anchor. Purpose is the compass. Purpose is the reason. When you rise without limits, you rise not only for yourself, but for others. You rise to inspire, to uplift, to empower. You rise to leave a legacy that outlives you. Purpose transforms money into mission. Purpose transforms success into service. Purpose transforms freedom into fulfillment. So here is the challenge. Do not let these words remain words. Do not let this inspiration fade into memory. Do not let this moment pass without decision. Decide to rise. Decide to act. Decide to build. Decide to live without limits. Because your future is not waiting for permission. It is waiting for you. And so as this journey comes to its close, let me leave you with this. You are stronger than your fear. You are greater than your doubt. You are richer than your scarcity. You are more resilient than your failure. You are destined for more than limitation. Rise without limits. Rise with courage. Rise with discipline. Rise with vision. Rise with purpose. Because clarity creates confidence. Confidence fuels action. Action builds the life you were meant to live. Rise without limits, because your future is waiting.